Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of Multiplayer Mondays. This week's most highly requested car was the Ariel Atom V8. Now this car is fully pro and the only reason I have it fully tuned is because I did the review for the Asphalt channel. Otherwise there is no way I would have fully tuned this car as it requires 68 V8 engines if I remember correctly. So the question you want to ask yourself, is it worth to spend that many V8 engines to fully tune this car? And the answer is no, it's not. Anyway, about this episode, as you can see I am free racing because I've used all my tickets, and the reason being is because I've recorded so many multiplayer videos, but I'll get into that later on in this video, so make sure you stay tuned to listen out for what I have to say. Now then, the cars I come across in this episode, it ranges from D class all the way to A class, and that's because some people probably haven't tuned their cars right, and it's also because this car is fully tuned, so it gives it a really high rank. Now in all honesty, I had no idea what to expect as I was recording this episode. I didn't know if I was going to have my behind handed to me or if I was going to completely dominate, but you'll see that it's a bit of both in some of the races. So in this race you can see it's a very comfortable lead. The cars that go across, they have no chance, and again that's probably because they don't have the cars or they haven't tuned the cars properly. So you can see over there I come across DS Servals. Even though he's triple boosted, this car still manages to beat him. A side note very quickly, if you can hear anything in the background, that is my tower fan that I have on, so please ignore that. It is absolutely boiling today in the UK. We don't get much summer here, and when we do, we try and make the most of it, as you can see I am, by sitting inside my house and recording a multiplayer episode, so good for me. Stepping away from the gameplay just for a second, I want to say, oh by the way, that knockdown scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting a Audi R8 e-tron. I didn't even see him at the start, so I knew straight away that I was not going to catch him up. So yeah, you do come across cars like that as well when you have a car at this rank. Anyway, like I was saying, so where I live in the UK, there is a place not too far from here, maybe about an hour's drive at max, where you can go supercar driving. So you choose 5 different supercars ranging from Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, etc., and you get to max them out on an arrow straight road. And also you have the opportunity to sit with a professional driver who takes you on a 2-lap around the track using an Ariel Atom V8. So because this car I believe has its motor company based in UK, so we have access to this car. So that's something I'm going to do in the future with a few of my friends, but the only problem is that you don't get to record what you drive, but I'll try and figure out a way around it, and maybe if I do record it then I'll definitely have that uploaded in the future, but who knows how long that's going to be. Right, now then, so about this car, you can see that its acceleration is very good at the start. You see, just watch this starting. So immediately you would have seen that I would have flown straight past, but this BMW driver was purposely blocking me. I was trying to move to the side, but I just couldn't because this car is very light and that car is heavy, so there's no way I could push him or even knock him down. But that's something at the start. Take use of his acceleration, and if you want to, you can knock some people down to get some advantage. But you'll see later on that BMW catches up even though he had a bad start, because the top speed of this car can't compare to those cars that have been multiplayer tuned correctly. Nitro duration of this car, you can see for yourself, it's excellent. There's no need to use an extra tank at all. On all types of tracks, maybe apart from Tokyo, this car can handle it single tank very easily, and it doesn't require much skill at all. Drifting as well is great. You can see it's a very compact and small car, so its drifting is very sharp. You see I failed that corner over there, so it's better to micro drift most of the corners rather than to do a long drift. And the last thing I want to say as you watch the rest of the video is I have a lot of multiplayer videos planned. One of them is a Rimac Concept S multiplayer video that will be uploaded tomorrow, where I tested that car in multiplayer. And if you remember, I created a poll quite a while ago regarding the Apollo intensive videos that I was planning to do. I have recorded all the footage for those 5 episodes that they are going to be, which will be uploaded once a week every Wednesday, so stay on the lookout for that. Finally, remember next week we are moving to C-Class, so comment any C-Class vehicle that you'd like me to use, and keep in mind those cars that have already been done. Until then, I'll speak to you guys in a future episode. Take care and bye.
Put the place up, yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego, I'm a taker, shaker. Yeah, she was a born shaker. She shake me out that door to no place. Damn, why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Something like a rose when we came out there. We settled facts like Da Vinci. I'm breaking codes, so breaking backs. Come on.